You are staying with us for our final update on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. We have two Chinese nationals that have been detained in Kyiv for allegedly spying on Ukraine's Neptune missile system. Ukrainian security officials say a 24-year-old former student and his father were caught trying to transfer classified missile data to Chinese intelligence. The younger man, expelled from a tech university in 2023, allegedly tried to recruit a Ukrainian with defense access and was also caught red-handed during the document handover. The father, who lives in China but made repeated visits to Ukraine, reportedly supervised the operation. Searches revealed encrypted messages and mobile data linking them to an effort to obtain critical details on the RK-360MC Neptune system, which was used to sink Russia's flagship Moskva in 2022. Both suspects face espionage charges with sentences of up to 15 years if convicted. This comes as President Zelensky accuses Beijing of quietly supporting Russia, sanctioning 5 Chinese companies this week for supplying parts used in drones attacking Ukraine. Now we're once again joined by Yasmin. Yasmin, what can you say about the support Russia has in their war? Foreign support mainly. We have seen Kyiv accuse Beijing of quietly being involved in this war. Beijing, however, reiterates that it is objective in this war. What do you have to say about the international helpers or alleged international helpers which are aiding Russia in this conflict?
Yeah, of course. Like if we take the Eastern Alliance, for example, North Korea or China, they actually do support Russia. For North Korea, this is obviously they're sending soldiers, for example, to Ukraine. For China, no, it's more like hidden. It's like under the table. They do support Russia. I think for China, it's not about being really directly involved in the war against Ukraine. It's more like making some benefit, or maybe it's kind of economical question that supporting Russia could be economically beneficial for China, but I don't think China is really willing to, let's say, being directly involved in the war against Ukraine. So definitely, China is supporting Russia in somehow, but maybe not that much as, for example, Iran or North Korea, which are sending soldiers and weapons. For example, Iranian drones are like hitting Kyiv, for example, and other Ukrainian cities every couple of days. So yeah, I think they're all involved in the war, but only China, I think they're like secretly do support Russia, and I think there are much more that like work with Russia or support for Russian war against Ukraine, but this is like kind of secret, and we don't really know all the details about it. But definitely there is support by China for Russia.
Yes, Yasmin, to finish off, I'm going to ask you just a broader question. How long do you think it's going to take, or what signs do we have of this possibly moving towards peace, or are we expecting this conflict to continue for the foreseeable future? Yasmin, what are your thoughts?
This is a very difficult question. Every single Ukrainian is today asking this question. We, like as Ukrainians in Europe, or like not in Ukraine, or even Ukrainians who are still under these attacks, this is the daily question. When will we come to the end of this war? So far, it doesn't seem to come to an end. Maybe Trump will be able to really make a progress in negotiations, or bring Zelensky and Putin together one day, hopefully. But it's really difficult to answer this question. It's very complicated. I don't think it's a near future, but I still hope that this year or next year we will already see some progress, that there are negotiations, there are serious negotiations from both sides. And for example, there is like progress in being on the way of like ending this war, hopefully.
Yasmin Al-Zakhrawi, thank you very much for joining us and for your insight on